All right, the time has come. We're gonna take you through the villa tour, give you a full tour of the villa. I wanna show you how gangster it is before I leave on Monday. I was only here for 2 weeks, so it's Tuesday today. So I've got another, 6 days left. But it's pretty fresh. So you have to excuse all the noise. There's like a construction thing going on next door. Boom. There you have it, son. The pool. I've got a little, I wouldn't call it a sun lounge, but the sun does come here. Trust me. It's what time now? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's made its way and it's gone. So usually it's at like peak golden hour time right now, or right here would be, I think about 9 a.m. So I usually have my breakfast out here and sit in the sun for a bit. From there, we've got the open living, got the kitchen, gay oven, filtered water, sink, boom, induction cooktop, kind of gay too, but it works. Got the office set up, this is where I've been locking in on the daily. Fridge, sunken lounge room, which is a must-have when you're in an Asian country. I don't know why, but it just sets off the vibe. But yeah, I've made myself pretty well at home. I've got a spot for just about everything, which makes me feel nice. All my wheels down here. And then from there, we go through this magical door here. Nice view of the pool. We've got an outdoor shower. Then, bang, bedroom. So, bit of a wardrobe scenario here. Bit of a fucking mess. They've got these like pool lights that come on at like, I think it was like 7 o'clock. And I had to get them to come take the globes out because it was just letting in a bit too much light for my liking. So I took the globes out of this light. There's one more over there. They were removed for the big dog. And then we've got the bathroom. So I've been doing massive shits here. All my stuff here. And it's kind of like an outdoor bathroom, like outdoor shower setup, which is kind of nice. Got like fresh air coming through there. Fresh air coming through there. And honestly, I can't really fault this place. It's got everything that I need. Usually when you book something in on Airbnb, it's like, oh, this isn't exactly how I pictured it. Where this one's, if anything, a bit better. So that's the villa, cuz. Funny, I don't know if it's funny or not. I've only been in the pool once. Been here for a week, haven't used the pool, haven't used the outdoor shower. Everything. I think everyone always wants to see fridges, so I'm gonna show you my fridge. Let's go. So, fridge is looking like this. We've got eggs, which I haven't been eating. We've got Coke Zeros, haven't had one yet. Greek yogurt, I've been pumping that. I made a toasted mozzarella sandwich once. Sparkling water, I've been having tons of that. There's one steak, one bit of mince, cottage cheese, some sweet chili, blueberries defrosting, rocket, Picari sweat, and then here is my veggie drawer. So onto broccoli and mushrooms. Just went through heaps of capsicum. And the pantry scenario, got kiwi fruits for before bed every night. Got my electrolytes in here. Supplements, I'm putting lemon in my sparkling water. Seasonings, I've got a bit of a pantry now. And then I've got my breakfast / pre-run fuel corner, whatever you want to call it. Fresh loaf for sourdough, bananas, sweet potato, and some gummy bears for when I start running a bit further. I've been running further than 10K, so I haven't really needed any fuel during. But I think the next week I'll be pumping out 12 or 13, so definitely need to have something while I'm running. And I don't know what to buy gels from around here. And then, I don't know, pretty gassed about my shoes at the moment. So I've got some new runners, some new dailies. And these have been so comfy. And then I got these for walking around, just because I've never seen them before, and I thought they looked fresh. And I got these because they're on special, and they've been pretty comfy too. Got a new helmet. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much the tour. I don't think I've missed anything. I don't know if anyone was interested in that, but there you go. So I found a new favourite cafe spot in Sinua on the beach, and whenever you watch vlogs, you see like really cinematic, I guess, videos of people sitting in cool places and it looks pretty. I've just tried to move my camera around to like 10 spots in this cafe on the water, and no matter where I put it, it just looks like shit. I got some cool videos of the cafe itself, but I tried to put the camera in a cool spot to have me like sipping my coffee, looking cinematic, but wherever I put it, it just doesn't seem to work, so. So I've got water, no sparkling here apparently, which sucks. Espresso, and all these cafes give you yummy cookies, so I think it's a cinnamon cookie. It's pretty yum. I don't know what it is, but it's yummy. Alright, hopefully I look good. This is why I'm sitting here. Back in the gym, full body day one for this week. Got barbell squats first on the menu. It was meant to be leg curls, but the machine was taken and I wasn't going to wait around. Haven't barbell squatted for probably a month. I've warmed up on 60, 80, and now going to try 110. It feels hard. I'll make this my working set. If it feels good, I'll probably stop it 3 reps or so and go up. But alright, about to kick off working setup incline dumbbell press. I've warmed up at the 22.5s and 27.5s, 5 reps at each, nice and slow. Yeah, see how the 35s go. I got 10 last week, but the 27s felt heavy today, so got them ready to roll. Go for 10, feel good, go for 11. Oh, that was pretty fucked. Felt good, 12, had 2 more than last week. I was pushing the 40s for a while there, so getting a bit up to them again. So, I've started my check-ins. I've ticked off 2 so far. Right now I'm doing check-in days split in 2. I've got approximately, how many people on the team? I think we've got like 35 or 36 people on the team at the moment. I've got 3 more lined up to start this week, which would bring me to 38. I usually hover around that 40 number, give or take 5. But yeah, just done 2 check-ins and I'm loving it. It's so funny. Like I feel like a lot of people I speak to, not everyone, a lot of people that I speak to in the space that I work in is a lot of it's about like making more money, which of course is great. Like I want to make more money too, but I honestly love what I do, and I journal about it a lot, and that's kind of what's brought on me to film this video now. Is I was just doing a check-in for one of the guys, and he said he was having trouble journaling, so I just read out some of my journals and in my book here. Because so many of you, and myself included, when you first start journaling, it's this weird thing, like you go, oh, I need to write something deep and meaningful, what do I write, and so on, and all I literally write is about my day, and how I've slept and what I'm looking forward to, and you know, that always leads into things that I'm grateful for too. I feel like the idea of gratitude journaling is awesome, but it becomes stale. Like if you just say that you're grateful for your mum and your dad and your cat and your dog, like after a few days, it doesn't really mean anything. Not because you're not grateful for it, because you're writing it every day and it doesn't really trigger any real emotion after a while, to be honest. I'm not going to read out my whole journal. I just did for Jacobus there. I already read out 2 to him actually. But for me, journaling is just a way to articulate your thoughts, feelings and emotions, because like so many of us are just doing. You know, and one of my favourite, I don't know where I heard it, but we're not human doings, we're human beings. And sometimes we get so caught up in the do this, do that, train, work, hustle, be productive. And, you know, I'm guilty of that too. But it's so good, like when I wake up in the morning, it's nice to get to sit with yourself and actually articulate what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you want to do, and are you even... like, are you actually sad? Are you actually happy? Whatever it is, because my whole life I always woke up feeling sad and flat and uninspired. That was just always how I have always woken up. And I got this tattoo here which says PMA, which stands for Positive Mental Attitude, as a reminder that that is something we have to go get. Like I go get that by training or by coaching or, you know, just getting busy doing something that's fulfilling. And the opposite of that is that we wait for it to come to us, which barely ever fucking happens. Like you don't just win the lottery one day and feel happy. Yes, some days are just good for no reason, and that's beautiful. But for the most part, like a lot of us just wake up feeling a bit, oh, another day. Like I'm tired, I want to sleep some more. I don't want to go do something like go for a run or go to the gym. But we do it because we know that it has a benefit. We do it because we know that it needs to be done, you know, and that's what life is. Life is about doing heaps of things that just need to be done. And I think when you have a moment to reflect upon that and articulate exactly how you're feeling and why, it gives you more power to see what really makes you happy and do more of that or cut things out. So yeah, as I said, I feel like for a lot of people, they look at journaling as this task that is you know, spiritual and magical and really emotionally driven, but it's not. It doesn't need to be that. I just wanted to kind of make that point because I feel like a lot of guys might get some benefit from that. Not that I even think many people will watch this, but yeah, if you're trying to journal, just like for me, I write down I slept good or I didn't sleep good, and I think it's because of this. And today I'm looking forward to going to the gym and going for a walk and getting a coffee by myself because I love doing those things, even though I don't feel like it now. Like I sat on the couch for 10 minutes going, fuck, I don't really want to do this today. But I know that I won't regret it. And then I wrote down, I'm having dinner with a friend tonight and I can't wait to see him because I haven't seen him for months. And I wrote down, I'm grateful that he's making the trip from the other side of the island, which is, you know, a good hour's drive. So all those little things, they compound over time. I don't know where I was going with this, but I just wanted to share that. Anyway, I've got another 18 check-ins to do roughly. Also, I've been getting lime in my sparkling water everywhere I go. And I ordered limes, but I got lemons. And when life gives you lemons, you put those lemons in your sparkling water. But yeah, feel pretty fancy having cut up lemons in my sparkling water while I work in a villa overseas. Which is a trip because yeah, I've been coaching for nearly 4 years, and I didn't start because I wanted to travel and have freedom or even make lots of money. That was never the reason why I started, honestly. I know people might not believe that or whatever. I literally started because I saw in so many of my friends and men that I knew that it's so hard to have hard conversations, vulnerable conversations. And the one time all the boys, all of my mates who are, you know, like the tough guys, whatever, would go train, and it'll be after we train that we have, you know, really rock solid conversations that were insightful and vulnerable. And the whole idea of me becoming a PT was, I love the idea of, yes, we get a session into that person, but the most valuable part of that session is the conversation that we have afterwards, because they're empowered. They're empowered to be vulnerable because they feel good about themselves. And it's the gateway. I look at exercise as the gateway to becoming your better self, not from a physical standpoint, but from a mental and emotional standpoint. And then the idea of translating that to an online service so I could scale and have deeper conversations and help more people, that's what motivated me to start. And then I just thought, fuck it, I've never really traveled before. Let's do this shit online and see the world. Yeah, enough rambling. I need to get some work fucking done. It's nearly 11 o'clock. I've got another 2.5 hours to get all these check-ins done, which I should be able to do, but I just want to make lunch, and then I've got 2 sales calls this afternoon, which again, I'm fucking grateful for. So, let's go. Alright, work's done. I'm gonna get some dinner with my friend Lewis at the beach for that. It's not really a sunset because the sunset's on the other side, but sundown? I don't know. But for the first time in ages, I'm getting dressed up, son. You like that shit? I wear the same thing every day. I've got 7 pairs of the same shorts. I've got like 4 of the same singlet, and then the same undies, the same socks. So whenever I get to wear something different, it's usually because I'm going out for dinner, which is pretty exciting. So we go to this place called Costa, which is, I asked ChatGPT, where is the best sundown view in Sanua, which is where I am, for dinner, and has good food. So it has like steak, seafood, I think it has like pasta and shit as well, but on the water, and hopefully the sky's pretty clear out there, so we might get pretty lucky and have, yeah, a nice meal with the sun going down. So here are my shoes, listen to that. That gives me the ick. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Stay tuned for the sunset. Mwah. Wow, have a look at this. Oh, what a view. Got here early, 10 minutes waiting for Lewis. But there are much worse places you could be waiting for 10 minutes. Got the complimentary bread, but Lewis doesn't know that, so I could easily just pump all the bread before he gets here. All the bread's for me, not for him. I don't get breadsticks, but it tastes like stale bread. Stale bread. But they're so much fun to eat. Something about eating with your hands just feels good. I'm going to turn this camera around for a bit of a cinematic view. And just like Lewis always is, he's late, 10 minutes late, with a pack of dogs scaring these kids. Just tastes so cute. That's pretty funny. Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Breadstick boy.
This guy loves bread. He also asked me, why am I so fat? Well, buddy, maybe stop eating all that bread. Maybe so damn fat.
What's this?
Oh no, I mean God.
People surf out there. Yeah, no, I do surf out there, but I think it's just like real shallow. The waves are like pretty straight and right. Everyone that surfs out there says they're like their shit swells anyway.
Where is it? Come and see that shit. There it is. That's pretty cool. What is that? One's a ceviche. Pizza? What's the one? Barramundi. Sashimi. Tataki.
Tataki.
Tataki my maki. I'm gonna tataki my maki after this. Oh my lord.
Shake hold it, boy.
What a fucking meal that was. For all that was like $100 each, so $200 each, or less. It was 2 million, and I'm not very good at maths, but if you divide 2 million by the exchange rate, 123 of 12,500, that whole meal was $160, so $80 each for steak, chicken, asparagus, 2 fancy entrees, a whole pizza, a bottle of sparkling water, and a bottle of still water. How good is that? And how good was the view? I know I've already said this, but how I found that place, I literally just said to ChatGPT, ChatGPT, what is the best sunset restaurant location in Sinua? And boom, that's what we got. ChatGPT, you know what they say about ChatGPT? Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Alright. Kiwi. This is how you improve your sleep. You eat a kiwi before bed, and studies show that if you eat it in one mouthful, it makes you sleep even better. So, no one eats the end bits, surely. That's, look at that. Looks like a butthole. Surely nobody's eating that butthole there. That one looks, I don't know, this is the butthole one. Come on, focus. That look like a butthole to you? That looks like a butthole. I'm not eating that. Let's go. Ah, that was pretty fucked. I'm done filming now.